And welcome back, everybody, to All Sports Uncut. Okay, I'm going to start this off. This is some big BS that you still are carrying this, technically.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, the champ retains.
No.
Yes, the champ retains.
No. You won on a BS call.
What BS call?
The BS call that Nikki Cross couldn't show up.
Yeah, but you know what? Asuka came running out for the match, so they made a match on the fly. They called the old audible there. They brought in the lefty, and I picked the lefty, right? And you didn't change your mind in that match. You still went with Karen. And Karen lost via disqualification. But due to Champion's Advantage, retained her title. And since we drew Champion's Advantage, the champ is still your reigning, defending, undefeated pay-per-view champ.
You're so lucky to still have it. And you know you got away with it.
No luck when you're the champ.
No
luck.
Because after I won the Bobby and Apollo match, some bricks were coming out of you-know-where.
I know I purified myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka with Prince. I don't sweat.
And say you were sweating. Saying you were literally can't say the word, because then I'm in trouble.
No, I had that problem taken care of a while ago. I don't do that anymore.
Oh, you got it sewn up?
No, I have better control over it now.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. So, this is our reactions to Clash of Champions.
Gold Rush.
Gold Rush.
Gold Rush. Gold, shiny, gold.
I'm going to do one of these things. I'm going to hit you.
One day.
But, so we had the pay-per-view, and I actually thought the pay-per-view was actually very well put together and booked properly.
Yes, the early matches were fantastic.
Yeah.
And starting it off traditionally with the Intercontinental title match, which I feel that the Intercontinental title match is always going to be the best match on the card, because those are the guys who they're trying to groom for that heavyweight title picture, and they want it. You know, so it's very, it's always a good match. And I mean, let's just jump right into it. I mean, the triple threat ladder match, and I think it was the best match on the card. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It was probably the best match on the card. It placed really well. It was placed well there in the number one spot of the night, and the three guys just gave it all.
Well, yeah, you had a combination for greatness. I mean, one, you have AJ Styles, who is the best wrestler on the face of the planet right now. Anyone says different, beat me in a fight, right? Like I said in the last video, he can have a match with a bag of rocks, and that bag of rocks will look like an all-star.
Yeah.
Then you have Jeff Hardy. You put Jeff Hardy around anything dangerous. And Lardy. He's getting pretty heavy compared to what he used to be. So, put him around anything dangerous. He can do something stupid off of. It's going to be fantastic. You know, jumping off a 20-foot ladder through Sami Zayn, through another ladder onto the floor. And then Sami Zayn, who's just a fantastic performer, who's on that grind. You know, he's got the big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
How long was he in WWE before he got his first title? And how many titles did Kevin Owens get in between there? And I think Sami Zayn is a far better performer than Kevin Owens.
Bold statement.
Yes.
Very bold statement. I really do think that Sami Zayn was the correct winner. We both predicted Sami Zayn on that one. And it was the right way. He did it smart, to say. He put He did the heel move. Yeah.
The trickery, the tomfoolery, and the shystiness.
Yeah, that's right. You know, putting the...
Giving Jeff Hardy the new earring.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I wonder if he's still wearing it.
Yeah, did you ever get it off?
I don't know, but it's going to be a high fashion watch. You're going to see Lady Gaga wearing ladder earrings to the next red carpet event.
Oh, ow. Just think how heavy that is.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
And it's too funny, he couldn't get it off, and he went back into the ring with the ladder still.
Yeah, that was probably the funniest part of the whole event. And then you have Sami Zayn handcuffing himself to AJ Styles, so he can't climb the ladder without him. And then he pulls the old, David Blaine, and pulls the key out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm. Really good match, solid put together, and they gave them right amount of time.
Yeah, no, that was a good time frame for that match.
Yeah.
Very good time frame.
Exactly.
Moving on to the next match. What was the next match?
I don't remember.
Oh, God. What? How can you not remember?
You're supposed to do these things.
No.
I bring the computer. You're supposed to remember it.
No. The champ doesn't do this.
Whatever. The rest of the match was kind of clustered with a lot of stuff. And then we had the main event match. But I'm just going to go into, I think it was the tag match.
Yes, the Street Profits and Mr. Angel Garza and Andrade.
And Angel Garza. So, speculations that it's a hip.
It looked like a leg.
It looked like his knee. It looked like his ankle. It looked like his whole leg just exploded. Yeah,
because after he hit that move, because I think that with that finish, the Street Profits were going to drop the titles.
Yeah.
Finally. Mm-hmm. And so with that finish, though, because that was going to be the end. They were setting up for it, and he hit the move for the tag, and because it was Montavious Ford in the ring, right?
Yeah, Ford was in the ring.
Ford was in the ring, and, oh, God, I can't remember his partner's name to save my life here.
Angelo Dawkins.
Yeah, Angelo Dawkins. There we go. Sorry, the champ's got a lot of his mind. I have a 50-city tour in 30 hours coming up, so the champ's got a lot on his mind right now. That's right, 50 cities in 30 hours. I'm doubling up. Anyways, he was out. Finish was there. He hits the move, and then he's laying there with his leg in the air like a dog next to a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And we were kind of wondering what was
happening. It was very odd. It was odd to watch live and think to yourself, what the hell was going on?
But then when he so abruptly rolled out of the ring, and you saw
you saw the X come up. That's what gave it away.
Yeah, and then you see the medical staff, and then the quick 1, 2, 3, even with Andrade kicking out. Mm-hmm. They called the audible backstage, and
you could see that Dawkins was pissed because the ref had to tell him, hey, he got injured. We had to call it on the fly. He was pissed. And then they showed him going up the ramp, and he was like, "Oh crap! I didn't expect that." And then he kind of do his thing again.
Yeah. It caught everyone off guard, even the ref. Yeah. The ref botched the hot tag twice.
Yeah, he did.
By the way, the ref botched the hot tag twice. Yeah. You just let it happen. Ref, next time, you midget.
Yeah. So then we go into the women's match, Selena Vega versus Asuka, which was supposed to be on the pre-show, but gets bumped to the main show because. For reasons, the women's tag match did not happen.
Yes, we did not get to see the throttling of the Riot Squad.
Yeah, which was really odd, and everyone's speculating, what's happening? Supposedly Shayna Baszler is pregnant.
Yeah, or some little under the weather.
Yep.
I have the black lung.
Yeah, but we don't really know. We're all expecting it's probably. They went out too hard last night and had too many Corona lights, but we'll see what happens. What comes out of this
with a line? Come on with me.
Yeah, but that match wasn't really anyone we were looking forward to. We know it was going to be a throttle. I think to myself that the Selena and Asuka match was more entertaining than what people are giving them credit for.
Yeah, Asuka's a fantastic performer in her own right. Selena Vega is trying to rebrand herself now as a singles competitor, so she hasn't gotten much in-ring activity in a while, being Andrade's,
hype man,
hype woman, valet, as they used to call him back in the day, manager, the other mouthpiece for him. So her still a little rusty, but. With the attack on Asuka at the end after the match, it's establishing her as the heel, and I think we'll see more from her to come.
The back and forth in the middle of the match was actually really well put together.
The finish was cool.
Yeah, especially going into the finish was really well.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I'm going to say this right now. I watched Wrestle Talk this morning, and they really bashed on that match. That match was actually really good, and I think we need to give more credit to these women to how well they did.
Yes, we do. And Wrestle Talk, since we're on top of Wrestle Talk.
God damn it.
Quit stealing our lines. We know you stole our Karen Toyota Sienna line. We know you're stealing other material from us. Just stop it. Give us credit where credit's due. We will gladly do a feature with you and bump your viewer count. The champ has spoken.
And also, Mr. Davis, that's a real champ. Even though he's not a real champ, I'm actually the champ right now.
No, he's the chump.
No, that's Luke Owens.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on.
So then we go into what was it?
It was the women's match. We had the tag match there already. Then we had the Fantastic Voyage.
We had the U.S. title match.
Yes, the U.S. title match. The Hurt Business versus Mr.
Apollo Crews. Exactly how we thought it was going to go down.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. I'm very disappointed in the lack of Retribution coming in and trying to,
sabotage
the Hurt Business, because they're clashing with them right now, or supposedly they're going to start clashing with the Hurt Business. So the champ just feels that there should have been some run and some interference, but it happened. He got him into the Hurt Lock, which I like the name. Renaming the Master Lock to the Hurt Lock. It's very fitting for Bobby Lashley. Very, very brutal finisher there, but
there was nothing wrong with the match. Match played out exactly how we all wanted to.
Although no Cedric Alexander with the Hurt Business.
Yeah,
I'm kind of.
And then he wasn't on Monday night either, which was very odd. So is he just taking vacation time or what? But moving on to the rest of the night, I think we had the Karen match. We had the Karen match. Which turned into Karen versus Asuka at a last sudden. It was a quick, I think, 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a quick toss. It might have been just an easy way for them to give Bayley a match, and I mean, obviously, I figured they had. We figured Sasha Banks was going to pop up somewhere in there so they could keep that feud going. They just hit the quick little 5-minute match.
But to be honest with you, I don't think they had meant for Sasha to come out tonight or last night. I think they really were saving that for Friday. But because of Nikki pulling out, I think they had to bring in Sasha.
Well, I think Bayley and Sasha's story continuing was always planned. No. But I mean, with Bayley or with Sasha coming out and still attacking Bayley, regardless of how the match would have finished with Nikki Cross, whether she interferes to, kind of screw over Bayley, or if at the end of the match after she beats Nikki Cross, Sasha comes in for the sneak attack on the end to keep it, running.
I did not expect Sasha to come out at all at Clash of Champions. But because Nikki pulled out, they had to pull some kind of...
We'll disagree to disagree.
Yeah.
But
so then we have the ambulance match with Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton getting his butt beat by all of the legends.
Yeah, when the match started super slow.
It started really
slow, especially at that first one where Drew McIntyre was really selling the jaw injury there. And then we see Randy Orton stepping back for the punt, and then you see this hand.
Giant.
Yeah, the angle of just the hand grabbing. And, they pan back, and it's Mr. Big Show, who's probably 10 pounds lighter now from shaving off his beard. Yeah. But, there's a lot of men in this business with meaty paws, so you don't really know who it is. They pan out, which was nice. And, Big Show putting him through the table. He lost the grip at the top, but it's all, it's not about the in-between stuff. It's about the start and the finish, and he got him up, and he put him through that table like he was supposed to.
Then they start working towards the ramp, towards the ambulance.
Towards catering. My favorite place.
Yes.
Champ's favorite place to visit, by the way, catering.
So they go into catering, and then, of course, Drew falls off again. He gets hit in the mouth. And then Christian comes out.
Yes.
And puts a little Hurt Business in.
And throws him through the catering table. Christian, me and you... We're going to have some words about what you did at the catering table.
He was very angry about it. But then they came back out and they got to the top. Actually, there was a spot there was their first where Drew got dropped on the real glass
of the ambulance. Yeah, and just sliced his back up. I mean, it took about 5 minutes because those cuts were so fine, but he was definitely bleeding after that.
And it really hurt watching it because you knew that hurt.
And then you had the moment where they were reenacting the Lion King where Drew McIntyre's hanging down and he's like, "Brother, save me!" And then, Randy Orton just, kind of gives him the business and kicks him into the water buffalo into the valley. Mm-hmm. And, there goes Mufasa. And then up at the top, it pans out and Shawn Michaels is graciously waiting there to hit him with some sweet chin music. Randy Orton sells the stun to perfection. And then just the little boop. He gave him the Salt Bay on that one.
And can you really call it sweet chin music when it's really the sweet chin revenge?
I think it was sweet revenge chin music.
Whatever. And then Drew throws him he punts him. No, I'm sorry. He claymores him, punts him, closes the door.
Yes.
Good, clean finish.
And then we were all very sad at the end because we thought we weren't going to see Ric Flair. And then who's behind the wheel?
Woo!
Styling and profiling, having a hard time keeping those alligators down. Ric Flair cruising off with some style. That was a sweet suit he had, by the way.
Yeah, strong suit.
There's a man who has a fashion sense. It is Mr. Ricardo Flair.
So let's move on to the second biggest talking point from Clash of Champions, and that was cousin versus cousin, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in a one-on-one match for the Universal Championship. And there was a lot to like in this match. I'm going to start off this real quick with saying, finally, Roman Reigns took off the damn vest.
Yes, my God, even the shirt, that is a very good look for him, for where his character is.
Yeah.
Minus his gigantic buck teeth that he has now.
Can you give the guys, can you not brag about his buck teeth?
Hey, man. You know the saying, if you got him, flaunt him. He took that times, he took that and turned it up to 100. Those things, I mean, God, you could see him when his mouth are closed.
Okay, but that was a good look. He still got the same entrance music, which is fine for right now. But then they come down. Jay's got the big Hawaiian, or no, is it Hawaiian? The Samoan flower necklace on, and just the throttling of Jey Uso.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. I will say yes and no on the throttling because Jey Uso did get his stuff in.
He got his stuff in, but the last 10 minutes, 5.
Well, okay, so let's talk about that because it wasn't really much of a throttling. It was more of the, Roman Reigns trying to get that, solidify that dominance of, him saying, recognize me as your chief. I'm the head of the table. Mm-hmm. You should have taken the payday like he was doing Jay the favor by having this match with him. So you should have taken the payday. You should have laid down. And when Jay said, nah, you can go and shove it, and actually started throwing back at Roman, he got mad. He needed to cry about it because, apparently he's got some daddy issues and he needs to be recognized as the head of the table, the head of the household, the man with the biggest pecs, which is now going to be changed to the man with the biggest teeth. By the way, I just, side note here, back on his teeth for a moment. I can really picture him, taking those out of his mouth and it being like the chattering teeth that go around on the table. They're like the same whiteness and viscosity of the... And then I can just picture. So next time you see him, you're going to see chattering teeth in his mouth. You're never going to look at him and say, I messed up your...
I hope someone makes that into a meme now.
Yeah. With the winder on his cheek.
Yeah, that'd be really
that'd be fantastic. Whoever's out here watching that, please do that and tag All Sports Uncut at the bottom for that.
But yeah, that's really... The match played out really well, especially at the end, where Jimmy comes out with the white towel. Yeah. He's like, I'm going to throw it, Uso.
Throw it in. He's like, no, don't do it.
And then he gets beat up a little bit more. And at the very end, Jay throws in the towel for his cousin.
No, Jimmy throws it in.
Jimmy throws it in. I forget. They're identical twins. Leave me alone. So he throws in the towel. But you know what I didn't realize watching it? And it just hit me right now. That story is gonna keep going between the three of them.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna keep that going on, and one, just the ending of it there of him beating Jay down, just keep going, and Jay refusing to give Roman Reigns the recognition that he wants because he apparently was a failure in his daddy's eyes for his entire life, and then Jimmy coming in, wanting to throw in the towel, obviously protect his brother, and then throwing in the towel at a certain point. But before then, if you notice, he said, I am the tribal chief, recognize me head of the table. You have Paul Heyman on the side doing what Paul Heyman does, yelling, you are my chief, you are the head of the table. Mm-hmm. But Roman Reigns not accepting it, saying, no, he's got to say it. That just really shows the, level of compensation Roman Reigns needs to have in his life. Giant pecs, big teeth, needs to be the head of the table.
I thought the match played out really well. I thought it was really good.
And also, I was really impressed with the size of Roman Reigns' actual tattoo. I didn't realize it literally almost encompassed an entire half of his torso.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing.
Well, if you also remember, High Chief PMI Avia, he had his entire bottom half tattooed.
Yeah. He had pants.
Whatever.
But anyways, we digress. Sorry, we do that a lot. And then you have Jimmy throwing the towel. He covers his brother up to protect him. And he's like, all right, damn, you're the head of the table. Is that what you want? Fine. You're the head of the table. And then Roman Reigns gets laid by Paul Heyman in the middle of the ring for everyone to see.
Yeah. Really good match. Really good stuff. It really establishes Roman as the true heel.
Yes.
Now.
Finally.
And not like a tweener. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. No. You are a bad guy now.
Yeah, you are.
But it's a bad guy in a good way.
Yeah, because everyone was already booing him because they were tired of being forced to try and cheer for him. Now they can boo for him, and WWE's cool with it.
Yeah.
They're not going to try and force good Roman Reigns down our throat anymore. It's going to be bad Roman Reigns. And I'm okay with bad Roman Reigns. I'm tired of
bad
champion.
Roman Reigns.
But, now, I will say this. I've been saying it for a while, okay? He's going to run through his family. He's going to talk trash. Head of the table. Big Chief. Guess what? He's going to have a match with The Rock. Rock's not doing anything. Production shut down on a lot of stuff. All right. XFL ain't going to be doing anything for a cool minute. Right. He's got his tequila going strong. He's got his Project Rock life going on. And the man crushes food every Sunday night. Okay. All that's missing is that fifth thing, which was filled in by movies, which is now going to be a match against Roman Reigns. Because guess what? I'm pretty sure they're going to keep this family thing going for maybe through the end of the year when they're going to open everything up back for live audiences. And Roman Reigns finally says, I am the chief, I am the head of the table. Because I wouldn't doubt if you start seeing some of the older family members of the line come in, like Rikishi,
Sika,
and all of those guys. Okay? They're going to come in. And you know what? He might even spear and hammer Nia Jax just because.
Just because she's part of the Samoan family?
Yeah. I mean, she might give him a run for his money, don't get me wrong. WWE, Nia Jax versus Roman Reigns, you're welcome. And then, boom, you're going to have The Rock come out, because let's be real, The Rock is the head of that table. He is the biggest dog at that table. He is the chief, and they are going to have a fantastic match. But the real question, which we will answer when that time comes, is Rock going to do the favor, or does Rock win?
Hey, Vince, just make sure to check is to us.
Yes. All Sports Uncut. You can make my half out to the champ.
You make my half out to the people's champ. That's all I got. You got anything else?
I mean, overall, I liked the pay-per-view. I think it was solid, well booked. The energy was a nice flow throughout. I didn't find myself lollying off or being bored of anything going on.
Yeah.
So overall, I give it an A.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I gotta give it an A too.
I don't care. You know what? I don't care what Wrestle Talk says.
Wrestle Talk give it a 4 out of 5.
What's that?
Wrestle Talk give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Well, guess what? We're giving it a 5 out of 5.
Well, we gave it an A, not an A plus.
No. We're A, B, C, or D students here.
We
don't try and make ourselves better than the A students by saying, well, I got an A plus. Oh.
We don't grade on a curve here.
Yeah. You're either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that.
Yeah.
Can you count again for me? If you do it the other way, you're not going to be able to remember what number you got to, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Shut up.
So anyways, overall, great pay-per-view.
Yep.
And the champ is still the champ. And the champ's never going to stop being the champ. And just remember, reserve your tickets now for the champ's 50-city tour. And it's only going to last 30 hours. That's right. 50 cities.
Bye, guys.
In 30
Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and
hours.
subscribe.
All right? Keep it in there. Get
Thanks,
your
guys.
pens ready. The
Bye.
champ is signing autographs for everyone who
Let me turn
comes.
it off.
Turn it off.